Expand your bubble. Coming up next on Pastor Bob Daily. Dear Pastor Bob, I've served in my current church family for a long time, filling in teaching, preaching while we search for a pastor. Things are fine at the church, but for me, I feel so disenfranchised. I want to meet more brothers and sisters in Christ. I have my convictions on doctrine and I'm comfortable in them. Is there anything wrong with wanting to move to a new church to serve and meet more of my Christian family? I want to expand my bubble. Hope that makes sense. I've been wrestling with this for a long time and it's eating me up. Well, thank you for writing. And, I'm going to read between the lines here because I think what you're saying is that your current church isn't really feeding you. Because if it was, I don't think you'd feel this way necessarily. Now, I think it's important to be part of the larger collective. We are Borg. And I think it's important for us to expand our bubble. And there's so many ways to do that. And I've enjoyed the metal community for that reason, traveling around the world and meeting more metalheads, my family, and going to concerts and things like that has been really great. There's so many ways to do that. You don't have to be in the metal culture. But I think it is important to expand your horizons. But it sounds like things aren't great at your church. And that's the first one you need to think about. Are you being fed there? Are you being encouraged there? Are you able to use your spiritual gifts there? Do you feel like your current church is a legitimate family for you? If your answer is yes to all those things, then don't leave. People search their whole lives for that kind of a great foundation and that kind of a family. If it isn't the case, then find one that is. There's so many people that feel like they're stuck in their church. You're never stuck. You always have the opportunity to walk out the door and find something that kind of meets your needs a little more. Now, I don't mean that from I'm a metalhead and they don't like metal kind of thing, because, I've heard that one a lot, and that it isn't really legitimate. What it really means is find a place where you're encouraged, where you're taught, where you have a diversity of people. That's an awesome thing. And secondly, where you really feel like God is present, where you feel like He's moving in your congregation, where you feel like there's inspired teaching that meets the needs of the people and especially your heart. And then a place where you can give, where you can use your spiritual gifts with other people, where you have a place where you're not just receiving, but you're giving as well. All of those things are important, and after you consider all of that, then you make a decision on whether to stay or to go. Now, we all need to expand our bubble. I think that's important, because a lot of times you find that the place that you're in isn't exactly where you need to be, but you don't know what the other options are. You don't know what you don't know. So sometimes it's good to expand those options and find out what's out there. So I hope you're able to, put this in good perspective. I hope this helps just a little bit. And I hope you find really what your heart is looking for. God bless you. Have a great day.